look exactly the same? Because I think I look exactly the same.
Like, we all have different personalities. So, like, you need keys to type on the computer.
Don't be jealous of my amazing hair. You know, I don't have a lot, but it's pretty short and it's great.
Oh my goodness. It's like really weird. And months into filming, I started to care because I started to get like really bullied.
Stranger Things has officially reclaimed its spot as the #1 series on Netflix, and fans are feeling everything.
All right, next up, Stranger Things. The show has turned the world upside down with its final season.
With the show coming to an end, emotions are running high. Joe Keery has already shared how hard it is knowing he'll never film another scene with Dustin again. And while there will always be reunions, nothing quite compares to watching them grow together on screen. Now, the cast is doing something that hits even harder. They're reacting to their very first on-set interviews, and it's impossible not to get emotional watching it all unfold. The Stranger Things cast are officially reacting to their first auditions and interviews, and it's a reminder of just how far they've all come.
God, I can't watch this. Oh, God.
No.
Well, this is a hot mess, isn't it?
Oh my goodness.
Caleb McLaughlin didn't hold back. He jokingly took jabs at his younger self while admitting that some of those old habits are still very much there.
We're like a good group because it's like a computer. Like, we all have different personalities. So, like, you need keys to type on the computer to, like, open up certain links or whatever. Like,
Why do I say like so much? I still say that a lot.
Like is the screen. Dustin is the base of the computer. I'm the memory of the computer. Like, we're all together makes a computer. So
interesting. I guess I was just trying to say it makes Stranger Things. Like we're like a computer. Like yeah, like that's so cute. Oh my gosh.
Noah reacting to his younger self and even referring to himself in the third person is one of those moments that quietly tugs at your heart. It's a reminder of everything he's been through and how he came out stronger, more confident, and more himself.
I mean, it's really cool because last year I came back and forth and I didn't really get, I mean, I did.
Oh yeah, that was annoying. I always had
but
FOMO.
I didn't really get to see everyone and I had to leave and come back and it was just a whole crazy thing. And this year is pretty crazy too, but it's nice to know that I can just stay here and stay with my friends and the crew and everyone and just, it's a real, like, bonding experience.
Yeah, he's right. It was so much nicer in season 2 to be there.
Like Maya Hawke, Noah Schnapp didn't spend much time with the rest of the cast during the first season. Watching his early interviews alongside clips with Finn and the rest of the kids reminded him how much he felt like an outsider back then.
That's not one problem.
Hold on, let me talk, Millie, let me talk. Millie, let me talk.
No, hold on.
1 second.
Now I'm gonna start talking.
Hey, shut up, Noah.
I'm gonna start talking.
He was rarely around, and it showed. But in later seasons, things changed. He was more present, more connected, and it finally felt like he was part of the family.
Season 1, like everyone got to hang out all year, and I was going back and forth from school and would film for like 2 days and then leave. And I had become best friends with Millie and Caleb. And I remember always, like, we would always be like crying, hugging, saying goodbye. Like, no, I'm not gonna see you for so long. I just had such FOMO. Like, they were all together having fun, and then I had to go to school, and ugh. But season 2 was so nice to be all together, and wow, that's crazy to watch.
Charlie Heaton, on the other hand, had way more in common with his character than he expected. It gets hilarious when he starts calling out all the nervous habits he couldn't stop displaying during that first interview.
First got sent the script
Chewing my
last year.
nails.
I'm from England, but my American agent sent me it, and I read it first, and I did a few tapes for the role of Jonathan. Kind of wanted to.
I feel like we've aged so much. I think it looks like I'm in the same jacket. Stop picking your nose.
My character and how, you know, what I thought and how and kind of they wanted to know about my background and where I'm from, where they could find, I guess they were looking for similarities between Jonathan and me.
Wow, I wondered what they do with that.
And speaking of nerves, for Finn Wolfhard, rewatching his interview was a painful reminder that his Riz still needed some serious work. But even through the awkwardness, one thing was obvious. The cast genuinely adored each other from the very beginning.
A lot of spending time together, and because this is the first girl that's ever liked him, he's really liking her, and he keeps her in his basement, and it's like he's this
That doesn't sound creepy
guy,
at all.
and he's a puppy. Like, if you have man's best friend, this is like man's best friend. You're getting to know this character as Mike's getting to know this character, and I think that's why it's so great about the relationship between the both of them. Is they grow over the 8 episodes, and they grow together.
It was funny that I compared her to a dog and said that I was keeping her in my basement.
After learning that Caleb joined Gatton in teasing Finn about his on-screen kiss with Eleven, it suddenly makes a lot more sense why Gatton later teased Finn relentlessly about his first kiss with Sadie Sink.
We filmed the kiss scene on the last day, and I remember the whole season Caleb and Gaten making fun of me, like, oh, you're gonna have to kiss at the end of the season. And I'm like, shut up. And then, yeah, then it happened. It was totally fine. It was totally normal.
Eleven quickly became everyone's favorite character in the early seasons, and it turns out she might have had more in common with her actress than fans realized.
I had superpowers. I was like, no biggie. And then I realized I didn't want to be like abracadabra, you know, or like, Rrr. So I thought, why not make it creepy?
Younger Millie Bobby Brown appeared to have a tiny crush on Finn Wolfhard. She couldn't stop gushing about how excited she was to meet Mike, especially after being told their characters would share a deep connection.
To fly me over to LA, so I mean that was so exciting to meet Finn for the first time, and the Duffers really didn't explain the show to me. They explained more my character and how she's so emotional throughout the series, and you know, goes through some stuff, you know, so. And how she has that connection with Mike throughout the series.
Seeing her younger self now makes Millie visibly emotional. It reminds her just how much she's grown, not just as an actress, but as a person.
Aww. Considering the world that I was surrounded in at that time, to be able to stay grounded and still so excited and grateful and happy, I think I'm definitely proud of that version of me.
Gatton Matarazzo, our very own Dustin, seemed to echo exactly what fans have been thinking. It's been almost 10 years since filming began, and somehow, he still has the same baby face.
I look exactly the same, because I think I look exactly the same.
Natalia Dyer never imagined that after just a few months of filming, she and Charlie would go on to build a decade-long relationship.
Ask for better co-workers in general, like everyone from
Still
the
true.
kids to the crew to Charlie and Joe are just, you know, fun to work with, and everybody's excited about what they're making, and just it's cool to have people to, you know, hang around with, and they're all great, and they're all happy to be here. We're all happy to be here.
But here we are. Not enough people talk about how brave Millie was for shaving her head at such a young age. She may not have landed the role of Arya in Game of Thrones, but she absolutely owned Eleven in Stranger Things.
To shave my head. It was a very scary feeling. When I first met, you know, our hairdresser Sarah, she's like, okay, so first of all we're gonna cut it, and I'm like, yeah. She's like, and then I'm gonna get a razor. I'm like, yeah. So I'm sitting there, and then she starts cutting it. I'm like, oh, it looks not too bad. And they're like, it's just, you know, it's like quite long, to be honest. And they was like, we're gonna go a little bit shorter. I'm like, shorter? Really? We're shorter? Are you sure? You know? And then they just cut it, and I was like, you know, it's not too bad. I wore a nice outfit that day as well, so I sort of just trying to calm myself down. You know, okay, I look pretty, it's okay, it's fine. You know, and then I went for the read-through, and everyone's like, is that Millie? I'm like, yep, don't be jealous of my amazing hair. You know, I don't have a lot, but it's pretty short, and it's great.
Oh my goodness. It's like really weird.
It was refreshing to see a young girl confident in her own skin and not conforming to unrealistic standards. But it was heartbreaking to hear how bullying eventually started to affect her.
Really weird to see myself, like, in the moment, I genuinely didn't care. Like, I just didn't care about my hair. Like, I really didn't. Like, I remember what I felt like, and then months into filming, I started to care, because I started to get, like, really bullied. Like, just in the street.
Thankfully, she managed to push through it, avoiding the dark path that so many child stars before her struggled with.
And in stores and by kids, I started to feel the effects of, like, I don't feel pretty anymore. And, like, I dealt with a lot of, like, insecurity at kind of a young age. I felt, like, really insecure because I felt like I wanted to be feminine, and I didn't know how to do that because I thought hair defined femininity, which now obviously I know it does not. But I grew into it, and I started to just think, like, you're doing good, and you're going to be okay.
Well, what do you think?
Bitch.
This next reaction might be the most emotional one yet.
Be careful.
careful. Be careful. Oh, move.
Guys, go easy on him.
A memory I'll never forget is meeting Noah Schnapp for the first time, knowing in my gut that he would be my best friend forever. I thought to myself, I really want to be friends with him. He's like the coolest guy to me, still is.
Just like his character, Finn Wolfhard stayed calm and laid back, almost unfazed. But then he admitted something surprising. He couldn't even remember doing the interview.
My dad said that we got this audition for a show called Montauk, which is the original name for Stranger Things, and I was sick at the time, so I was like, okay, I guess we'll just fire this out, why not? And I did it, and they really liked it, and they wanted me to do it a second time, and I did it a second time, and then they asked me to come to LA. So that was kind of it for that.
Yeah, that's crazy. By the way, I have no memory of that. Have no memory.
Natalia Dyer's reaction to her first on-set interview makes you realize just how much she mirrors her character. She may have lost the shirt from that interview, but she never lost her spark.
I auditioned in the room in New York, and I had my callback there as well. I didn't actually meet the Duffers.
Oh, I forgot about that outfit.
Until after that, via Skype. For the test in LA, I got to meet them in person, finally, and they were exactly what I expected. Chill, cool guys.
She reflected on how much she's grown over the past decade and how strange it feels watching her 21-year-old self. And by the way, happy birthday in arrears, Natalie Dyer.
Crazy. It's 21-year-old me. Now, like I said, I'm almost 30. It's crazy.
Back then, the Stranger Things cast already looked close during interviews and press events.
All right, come on. Can you read?
This is really cool.
Can I read? Yeah, can you?
Can you host?
But according to Finn Wolfhard, they're far closer now than they ever were before.
That's sweet. You know, we all went through the shared crazy experience together, and I think we've like all gotten even closer than, you know, how we were that first season. I live with Gaten. We're roommates, so it is pretty amazing to watch a video like that and to see sort of the beginning of this amazing journey together. But it's very funny how intense I am about it.
Gatton admitted that the cast clicked early on and even revealed he had already hung out with Caleb a few times before filming began. Proof that some connections are just meant to happen.
Well, I had met Caleb, who plays Lucas, like a while ago, because we had known each other, because when we were working in New York, we would see each other a lot at like the playground, and we would see each other in like the hotel lobby, and we would hang out sometimes. And
That's
so I already
true.
knew Caleb, but I met Finn at the audition, and then we became friends right then. And then I met Noah here.
I remember-
and I met Millie here as well, and like we all just had a special bond.
I remember that I rehearsed this so many times. We got the questions well beforehand, and I was like reading this with my mom over and over and over again.
And if you were wondering just how nervous the kids really were, they'd actually been given the interview questions beforehand. Plenty of time to prepare.
How are you feeling about it right now?
I feel amazed about it. I feel great. That was the wrong word to use, but I feel really great about it.
Unfortunately, that didn't help Dustin at all.
We all just had a special bond.
I remember that I rehearsed this so many times. We got the questions well beforehand, and I was like reading this with my mom over and over and over again. I was so nervous, as you can probably tell. It's ridiculous.
Sometimes your total obliviousness just blows my mind.
And for anyone wondering why Steve wasn't included, his reaction was never released. Trust me, I'm just as heartbroken as you are. But one thing is clear, the Stranger Things kids didn't just grow up together. They became one of the most iconic casts in television history. And that's exactly why saying goodbye feels so hard. If this made you nostalgic, hit like, subscribe for more Stranger Things moments, and let us know in the comments which cast member's journey hits you the hardest.